Hello, my name is Brendan Bowe from Bowe Property, and it's our pleasure to present to you Hugel, Ballymaw Waterfall. This is a most interesting property. It is located a little over 3 kilometres from Bishopstown and the southern suburbs of Cork City, in the very highly desirable location of Waterfall, and it's Waterfall with a capital W. It is on its own individual site of 1/3 of an acre, and it's a huge house in terms of a floor area of in excess of 250 square metres. Now, the property certainly requires a lot of modernisation, but the opportunity to fingerprint this and to appoint it to your specific tastes and needs, in my opinion, is a real plus for this property. But what has stood the test of time, and this property is a little over 45 years of age, what has absolute stood the test of time is, of course, its design. And good design is timeless, and this is a superbly designed property, and our pleasure to show you around here this evening. So set behind its own private entrance, Hugel is a beautiful detached dormer style residence, but much more than your typical dormer in that it's got a huge floor area of over 260 square metres and is almost alpine style. In terms of, you see those large wings upstairs, which in effect gives it a wonderful 2-storey feel. The property is on 1/3 of an acre, and as you can see, the site here is quite mature. The property is not far off 50 years of age, and decoratively and appointment wise certainly needs some modernisation, but design wise has stood the test of time and is a beautiful property. Let's bring you in around the back of the property now so you can get a feel for the size of it. Again, double garage there, and if that isn't enough, as we come around you'll see that there's a further detached garage here, so garage space is something we have a lot of. But just look at this site. Again, huge trees surrounding it, and there's a block wall surrounding the entire site, and we're here in the evening time. Just look at the sun spilling in here, and what's lovely is you're in the centre of course, of Waterfall, in terms of Waterfall with a capital W being Ballymaw, but it's in a lovely agricultural setting. Just over the ditch you can see open fields, and in fact from the upper floors, superb views of the city and the southern suburbs of same. And again, as you can see just from this perspective, just the scale of the house, it is very, very impressive. Sun is in our eyes there a little bit, but as we zoom a little bit closer, you'll get a feel for it here. And again, if we just pan around, just a really, really beautiful site. And, you know, this is all about location, 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 and it doesn't get much better than this. So let's pop inside and show you around. So we're now entering our entrance hall, and we immediately go left into the main master lounge area, which is a huge room. As I said, we acknowledge and accept that most people coming in here will want to improve and modernise the house in terms of decoration, but the design of the property has certainly stood the test of time. Huge floor space area here. Scope to open it further into the kitchen area here beyond this door, or alternatively, it is big enough if one wanted to divide it off into a separate room, which is still quite large in its own right, as you can see, could very, very easily be achieved. Our kitchen area then is through here, and you know, certainly the whole kitchen area has dated somewhat, but nonetheless, just the proportions here are very, very significant. And again, just to give you an idea, facing right out onto those beautiful rear gardens that we just had a look at a few moments ago, and that's what this property is about. A stunning site in a great location. But again, this is just part of the downstairs. Back into the hallway here, we have a downstairs wet room and a separate WC area there. We won't spend too much time concentrating on that, because I want to bring you upstairs and show you the 5 bedrooms upstairs. So our landing area is quite spacious. There's a family bathroom immediately here on the right hand side, and there are no less than 5 bedrooms. Bedroom number 1, which I'll just give you a very basic peek into it. It is a box room, but bedroom number 2 is a double room. As you can see, a window facing it onto the rear gardens. There's a built-in robe here, but just have a look at that view. If you can make it out over that hedgerow there, you can see you're looking straight out over the southern suburbs, and at night time that lights up. You can see all the southern suburbs and northern suburbs of Cork City. Such is our elevation here and our setting. And in the background, I don't think you can quite make it out, but in the fields behind us, all active dairy farmland. So a wonderful blend of countryside setting with absolute convenience. The main room is then through here, and it's a huge room. Shares a kind of a similar colour scheme to the master lounge downstairs, but this is quite a sizable room. Don't know if the camera will give you a great size of the depth, but you can judge it by the size of the robe there. It's quite significant. And look at these huge window openings facing out onto the side here. And what you should be able to get a feel for as well is that even though this is a dormer, because it's almost an alpine style dormer in terms of the roof lines, you in effect have a 2-story headspace upstairs. There's no dormer feel to this house at all, and that's what I meant when I said the design here has really stood the test of time. This is our 4th bedroom here, as you can see, with a window facing to the front and to the side, and a single room then here, but no less than 2 windows here, and perhaps the first indication there that there's a dormer aspect to it. And again, a great practical usable space upstairs, and not just in terms of the bedrooms here, but this huge landing area as well. So thank you for looking around Chalk Hugel today with us here in Ballymaw and Waterfall. And if you would like to arrange your private viewing of this, it would be our pleasure to show you around what is a fantastically located property, a beautiful site, and a property with huge potential. And this type of offering in this location rarely comes to the market. So this is a really special one, and one not to be missed. We look forward to showing you around. Thank you.